6 elephant. Greetings and welcome. My name is Jake Rayson. I am a wildlife and food forest garden designer, and today I wanted to talk to you about Bugle, Ajuga reptans. This is a series, the garden wildflowers, and every week or so I'm choosing one of the plants off of my spreadsheet, garden wild spreadsheet, and this is a list of UK native wildflowers. And it's available online. I'll put the link in the show notes, and it's searchable and it's sortable as well. So it lists about 100 different UK native wildflowers, and just to kind of keep in touch with all the gardening, that is the garden's it's in the middle of winter here, it's January, not much is growing, so I just thought it'd be really nice just to kind of go through, for my own benefit as well, to look at the individual plants and see how they grow and what they look like. So this is it. So this is the let's just go through. Let's go through the plant itself. So it's a member of the mint family, and it's kind of mat forming. I use it as a ground cover, so I've planted it out various places. This is a photograph of it in our garden, just by some stone steps, and it's just this is just outside the front. But as you can see, it's not the native cultivar. The native species isn't that colour. This is a cultivar with a kind of much more purpley, but you can see the habit of it. It kind of forms big kind of mats, and it has lovely, beautiful flower spikes as well. And so I just want to talk about the kind of size of it and when it flowers and everything. So member of the mint family, Lamiaceae. I've got links on the spreadsheet. There's always links to Plants for Future and also to Plant Atlas over here as well. And it's evergreen, yeah, as I said before. So it actually kind of gives a good bit of all year round cover as well. The flower spikes are probably 50-60 centimeters, and it kind of grows. I'll show you a photograph in a second, but it kind of grows, and you have this big mat, and then you'll have the flower spikes come up May, July time, and these beautiful blue flowers. And it likes, it can tolerate a variety of different conditions. I've kind of found that it likes a bit of moisture, not like dry. It won't. It says it will tolerate drought. I found it performing better in sort of damper areas, but really robust plant, and just very much worth a look. And as I said, I liked it in a forest garden. I've actually used it a few times as a ground cover. So really kind of adaptable, loads of different conditions: soil, light, medium, heavy, full sun, dry, moist, and wet, and also acidic, neutral, and basic soil conditions. And it will tolerate drought as well. So it's a bit of a lovely all-rounder. So let's have a quick look at the photographs. And this is taken from Garden Wild, which is it's a community interest company that I've set up to promote wildlife and forest garden in the community. So I'm trying to set up allotments at the moment. And originally the funding was to get a project to do an online gallery of native wildflowers, which the funding didn't come. But this is just like a demo, so you can see you can actually see the plants up there, the photographs up there. So let's quickly have a look at the photographs. So as you can see, this is a flower spike in that kind of very characteristic flower shape. This is a native cultivar of Bugle. You can see the purpley leaves. That's kind of much more kind of green native species. So a cultivar of a native species is called a nativar, is a term for it. And proper, lovely plant. And that's a seedling of it, and you can see it emerging there. So there we go. So that's the glossy leaves. Really nice plant. Let's have a quick look at the resources that are available for it as well. As I said, Plants for Future, fantastic database of edible and useful plants, and pretty much every single UK native flower is either edible, medicinal, herbal, or has some sort of use. So this is great. It's a great resource and worth having a look. Yes. So that's the Plants for Future, and then Online atlas is more botanical, gives you distribution and of Bugle, and yeah, it's a really good resource for the kind of more botanical aspects of the plant. And then there's also the RHS website, and as you can see from the RHS website, there are loads, absolutely loads of cultivars of Bugle. So yeah, a whole range of them. And generally speaking, a native R isn't as appealing to wildlife. It really, honestly, it depends on what species you're talking about, what native R you're talking about. But generally, they're not as appealing, not as useful as a native species. But there is a bit of leeway. So, for example, like the colour of the leaves to fit in with your colour scheme. Not that you really ought to be thinking about that anyway. I don't think, but I find it more useful for smaller gardens. You can get dwarfing cultivars. And then where I've got the images from for the image gallery is from Wikimedia Commons, and it is brilliant. It is an amazing resource, as you can see from here. You can just, these are all open source Creative Commons licenses, and they are just, it's just an amazing resource, Wikimedia Commons. And then not forgetting the database of insects and their food plants as well, and this lists all the known associations, not to say all the associations, but the ones which have been recorded scientifically in ecological studies. So this is the list for Bugle, for Ajuga reptans, and you can see 17 of them I think in total. There we go. That's all I'm going to do for now. I hope you find that useful, and yeah, I'll just keep on going through the long list, and there's links and stuff on there as well. All right then, thanks for watching. See you again soon. Cheers, bye.